the island wasn't as peaceful as they hoped. When a young woman, Xiao Mei, saw a wolf dog charging, she panicked, rushing toward the wooden house. In her hurry, she stumbled, giving the wolf dog a moment to latch onto her pants. Despite her struggle, she couldn't shake it off. Fortunately, little Shuai witnessed the scene and, with a swift aim, shot an arrow that startled the wolf dog into retreat. Inside, Dazhuang quickly treated Xiao Mei's wounds. Yet, stress mounted as the island had no signal, and Xiao Hei was vocal about his frustration. Suddenly, another wolf dog crashed through the window, pinning Xiao Hei to the ground, sending shocks through everyone present. The beast's unyielding gaze landed on Xiao Na, and it lunged. But in a flash, little Shuai intervened, throwing the dog down, allowing Dazhuang to assist in driving it away. Realizing the danger, they abandoned any vacation plans and hurriedly packed their things. As they prepared to depart, they were dismayed to find their plane drifting away on its own. Little Shuai impulsively dove in despite the wolf dogs. As he swam near, fear gripped him, seeing the wolf dogs perched ahead. Retreating, he barely made it to the dock as more wolf dogs pursued. In a frantic rescue, Hongban dragged him ashore just as a wolf dog leapt up. Xiao Hei acted fast, striking the dog, and the group dashed for safety with the wolf dogs quick on their heels. They slammed the door shut, reinforcing it against the threat. Inspired, little Shuai spotted an overhead cable, sparking an idea. Dazhuang then smartly dismantled a pulley for makeshift rescue. Xiao Mei, weighing just 60 kilograms, slid across to the garage, intending to fetch a vehicle for escape. But her plan was foiled. Wolf dogs encircled her before she could drive. Inside the garage, she discovered an old 1970s Mercedes, but frustratingly, the vehicle wouldn't start. This left Xiao Mei trapped, as the wolf dogs steadily closed in, heightening the tension and suspense of the team's precarious predicament. In a frantic bid for escape, he scaled the skylight, returning to the roof. Suddenly a fierce dog jumped out, prompting Xiao Mei to leap onto the pulley. Little Shuai aimed his bow and successfully shot the wolf dog below. As night fell, with no escape plan in sight, Xiao Hei fetched wine from the basement to ease the tension, unwittingly discovering a hidden compartment. His curiosity met terror as a wolf dog pounced, knocking him down. By the time his companions arrived, Xiao Fei had suffered severe bites. Before they could react, more wolf dogs charged up the stairs. Little Shuai quickly locked the door, while Dazhuang attempted to barricade it, but saw the first floor being overrun. In fear, everyone dashed upstairs, but soon, the wolf dogs invaded the second floor. Dashan was caught off guard and tackled, but thankfully, little Shuai arrived in time to save him. As the danger loomed, they knew their current refuge wouldn't hold for long, prompting a desperate escape to the attic. After saving him from the wolf's attack, they quickly dashed to the attic, pulling up the ladder just in time. They waited in silence until the next day before daring to step outside. Finding no danger nearby, they made their way to the garage, pushing the car in hopes of starting it with momentum. But after slipping hundreds of meters, the engine still wouldn't roar to life. It was then a wolf dog saw them, sending chills down their spines. In the nick of time, one managed to climb onto the car roof. Attempting to fend off the wolf dog with a bow, he found himself surrounded, forcing him back into the car. The car moved along the paved road sluggishly until Xiao Shuai made a sharp turn towards a steep slope. As the car picked up speed, they took a gamble to start it before it went over the edge. They narrowly escaped a grim fate. Just moments before plunging off a cliff, the car finally roared to life, allowing them to rush over and rescue Xiao Mei and the others. Just as they began to feel safe, a wolf dog pounced, pinning Dazhuang and barking furiously. In sheer panic, they managed to shake off the hound using a nearby pillar and swiftly returned to pick up Xiao Mei. With the clock ticking, they had to jump back into the car. As Xiao Shuai hurriedly dragged a woman to safety, another wolf dog confronted them. Realizing the threat, Xiao Na insisted on staying behind to cover Xiao Shuai, who clumsily tumbled out a window after the wolf dog lunged at them, hitting the ground hard. Meanwhile, Xiao Na battled fiercely with the hound, ultimately perishing alongside it. Left with little time to mourn, the remaining trio sped away in the car, driving non-stop until reaching a fence. They climbed over in hopes of finding help, only to discover it was a rabies-infected attack dog training center. Amidst the chaos, it was discovered all communication channels had been crippled by the infection, leaving no option for external contact. As despair loomed, Xiao Mei spotted an unconnected signal tower. Xiao Shuai bravely scaled it, hoping to fix the connection. Upon reaching the top, he noticed a ship docked nearby. He hurriedly connected the cable, signaling Xiao Mei to power it up, but as she did, an unforeseen mishap occurred. A powerful fall left him rattled as flames engulfed the room, yet Xiao Mei remained oblivious. Just when Xiao Shuai attempted to rise, a wolf dog emerged at the fence, scaring her into a swift retreat, only to be knocked down by another dog. Soon, more ferocious dogs breached the yard. In a dire moment, Da Shan heroically intervened, repelling one of the attackers, but amidst the chaos, he too was bitten. Xiao Mei, wanting to assist, found her path blocked by dogs. Observing the roaring fire, she conceived a bold strategy. Open the door and let the dogs in. A hefty explosion deterred the attacking dogs, yet heartbreak loomed as more advanced. In their despair, Xiao Mei bursts in driving a car, creating a path, prompting them to escape. Grit and desperation led to an astonishment as they mounted a breakthrough attempt with Xiao Mei's daring intervention at the helm, steering to a narrow triumph over chaos within fleeting moments. They hurriedly jumped into the car and sped off through the fence with the vicious dogs close behind. Desperate, they accelerated and drove into the lake, halting the dogs at the shore. Thankfully, none were tossed to the northwest. With this reprieve, they boarded a boat, escaping under the baffled gaze of the dogs. The film teaches that while thrill-seeking is usual for youth, one must never take life for granted, emphasizing the value of caution in thrill-seeking adventures.